Okay, so today we are talking about our top 3 favorite movies that taught us the most about love.
Welcome to Part of Love, the channel devoted to helping you find the love you deserve. I'm Colt.
I'm Ange.
And this is the safe space that we created to talk about all things love. If you've ever had questions about love or dating or relationships or any of that stuff and you don't know where to find the answers, hopefully we can help you here. Leave a comment, leave a like, do all that fun stuff.
And you can follow us on Instagram at colt.and.ange. Follow us, hit us up. We're putting out videos every Tuesday, Thursday, Friday, and occasionally game night on Sunday.
Heyo. All right, let's jump into the topic today, which is
the top 3 movies that have taught us the most about love.
Ladies and gentlemen, if I say I'm an oil man, you will agree.
So to be completely fair, I think that my choice is actually more about passion than it is about love. Nonetheless, it's what taught me about loving better through the passion of the process that it takes to get there. We talked a lot about this on our Tuesday video that I'll link up here. This past Tuesday, we talked about learning to love your problems, right? Learning to love that process. I love this movie, and really I love movies in general. I'm a huge cinephile. I love Paul Thomas Anderson, and I love the work that he does with Daniel Day-Lewis. Both of them individually, just as people, Daniel Day-Lewis is known for his process of how painstakingly he learns about the ins and outs. It's not just about the lines on the page, it's about living that life of that character and genuinely understanding it, which is why his performances on screen come across in such an incredibly astonishing way. It's about the process that this character goes through. When we first meet him at the beginning of the movie, he's a prospector out in the middle of nowhere by himself. And he is down in a well, in a hole in the ground that he has dug. And he is chipping away in this, 20, 30 foot well with this handmade ladder. And imagine what fucking passion that took. What devotion, what genuine love, which we on this channel describe as action over time. Like how much that took. You have to really want this. You have to really love this, dare I say, to do that, to build your own ladder, dig this hole all the way down in the middle of nowhere, live out in the absolute wilderness of nothingness, all for the eventual hope that something's going to come through for you. And without spoiling the movie, there's a lot of that, and it happens throughout his life, throughout his son's life, throughout this journey. It's just remarkable. And that passion, that willingness to be so, just inside that journey and to want it that badly, it imbued me with this sense of, I'm not gonna do anything that I don't love like that. Because if you don't love it like that, why do it? So that's why.
Remember, at the last stroke of midnight, the spell will be broken.
Hi, friends. Okay, so mine is maybe not going to be as thorough as this one's, but mine is Cinderella. Specifically, the new Cinderella with Lily James. Is it Lily James, babe?
Yeah.
Is it Lily James or Lila James? Lily James.
Lily James.
Love her. And this version of it, like, it touched me in a way I just sobbed. So P.S. Go watch it. Obviously, everyone loves the Disney Cinderella, the original, but this one, Cinderella is a different kind of like role model woman, girl. She is so, she's obviously gorgeous, but she's like non-traditionally beautiful in like just the way she is in the movie, and she's so strong and courageous. And the theme that she keeps saying is,
have courage and be kind.
I love that. And they push that courage and her courageousness in the movie. And I was just so inspired by that new idea of Cinderella being such a warrior princess almost. So I loved that. Also, I loved that though, yes, she ends up with Prince Charming, her true ever after actually comes from within. That true happiness is something that she had to find within herself, and she happened to find, the love of her life also, but she she was first a complete, healed, beautiful woman on her own, you know? I think that was like a message they really pushed too, that I loved so, so much, that it's not just like, and then I meet Prince Charming and we kiss. And, you know, again, I'm not like dissing the original Cinderella because everyone loves that. But this one, I don't know, there's something really special and evolved about who she is in this movie. Oh, this was the other thing. And I think this is just an overriding theme within it. Life doesn't have to be perfect for it to be so beautiful. I think that she finds beauty in every little thing she does, even though her life is seemingly not perfect on the outside. And it sort of teaches you a lot about being present in the moment, right? And enjoying even the tough times. You know, there's beauty to be found in your growth, in your life, in the day-to-day, and in the work of it all. I love that idea. It doesn't have to look perfect on the outside for it to be so ultimately beautiful, because the story is yours.
She's the one.
Okay, so for our number 3 pick, which is really our number 1 pick,
Had to save the best for last.
yeah, you have to. It is hands down across the board, super about love. Actually, it's called
Love Actually.
Waka 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 Waka.
You probably could have guessed this. We talk about this movie a lot.
Yeah, and if you haven't caught it in our lives before, we absolutely adore this movie. The main reason is because it comes at love from so many different perspectives and angles, and that's the thing. One of the things that we really believe in is stop looking at love from just traditional Hollywood relationship love perspectives. This tackles it in a lot of different ways, and some people have even disagreed with a lot of the ways that they do it, which is what I love about Love Actually.
Well, what's beautiful about it is that they're all sort of in like some sort of hard predicament, right?
Yes.
And like, you know, it's at varying degrees and ages and life stages and all of that. But what's so beautiful to me is that it never, they don't always resolve in the fairy tale ending, right?
Yes.
Like they don't get resolved with, some of them do, some of them end up together and some of them don't. And it just ends, and that's the end of that chapter. And it really just teaches you how to kind of sit with that.
Yeah.
I think that was
that's what I love the most about it, is that the one specifically that does not resolve in a happy way.
If you know this movie, you know we're talking about Emma Thompson, but she
does in so many other ways. It's such a genuine gesture of love.
Yeah.
It takes so much love to do what she does in that moment. But it's not love for him. It's love for herself and for her children and for the future of her family.
Right.
I mean, it's heart-wrenching.
But again, love in a different way. She loves those kids so much, and you can see her, that struggle behind her eyes, coming to terms with, how am I going to work through this? How am I going to digest this? This is what love is right now. This is what life is right now. These are the cards, and you see her working through that. And then when they finally meet
and she loves herself she loves herself enough not to just go, I'm just going to suck this up and I'm not going to tell him that I know. And I'm not going to, what I love so much is not the power of her sucking it up and dealing with it. It's the fact that she says, you're in this with me now too. Yeah. I know you have made a fool of me. Yeah. You have made a fool of us.
I love when she says, what would you do if you were me?
Oh,
doesn't that always get you?
Right now,
yeah,
I'm literally,
chills. If you don't know what we're talking about, go watch the movie in its entirety. There are a cajillion lessons.
I mean, we talk about love being found in the craziest places, and on set of an adult film as the stand-ins, maybe you'll find love there.
One.
Maybe you'll find love in a whole other country by traveling. Maybe you'll find love.
Maybe you have to let love go sometimes. Ooh. You know, maybe you have to get it off your heart and then let it go. There's just so many themes. And
to explore all of those, I mean, we watch it every Christmas. It's looking at those things and really breaking it down, and it takes us forever to watch the movie. Every time we watch it, it takes us forever to watch it. Yeah, because we don't, and I think this is important. Whether it's you're listening to a book, or you're reading a book, or you're watching a movie, sometimes watch it straight through, get the first vibe. And if it really touched you, watch it again and be willing to pause.
Yeah.
Take notes, think about it, really take the time to explore these things, because that's what we do in good conversations. We have conversations about, geez, we just watched season 3 of The Office, The Job, part 1 and 2. The end of part 2 is one of my favorite pieces of television romance. It is hands down my favorite piece of television romance that I've ever seen.
Either way, those are our top 3 movies, at least that we can think of right now.
Yeah.
Definitely Love Actually.
There Will Be Blood, hands down, an amazing movie to learn about passion and what it takes to achieve your goals and whether or not you actually love that process. The problem is the process. So figure out how to love it and boogie on through.
And Cinderella, come on, the new one, Lily James.
Yes.
Go watch it. It's the best. But
Yeah.
the themes are so solid and so inspiring. Like it definitely like changed the game for the way we look at like Disney princesses. Talk about like a princess, warrior, courage, and dreams.
Yes.
And dream big.
Dream big, y'all.
And it's not going to be comfortable. It doesn't look like a fairy tale on the outside sometimes.
That's the theme of both of our choices. Probably all the movies.
Yeah.
Well, all the things that we really love, because that's the reality of love.
With
Which
that
means
said,
that these 3 movies are a huge part of love.